move to get a sales tax extension on the ballot this November continues. Tonight, the Fresno County Council of Government taking up a proposal to extend a half-cent sales tax for another 30 years. Our Catherine Phillips joining us in studio now. And Catherine, Mayor Jerry Dyer has introduced an alternative plan for the county to follow.
Well, definitely we have, and we don't know whether or not that is going to be what the people vote on, because the Council of Governments are still at City Hall right now discussing these proposals, and this comes after hours of public comment.
And we need to get it right. The way to get it right is through robust, meaningful community engagement. And this has not happened.
As leaders from each of Fresno County's incorporated cities discuss a plan to renew Measure C, people from every corner of the county ask them to hold off until 2024.
In 30 years, we will be living with what you do now. Please think of the community.
Right now, Measure C ends in 2027, but the Council of Government says their polling shows strong support for renewing the half-cent sales tax for transportation projects now. Since the 1980s, Measure C had been approved in 20-year increments, but now the Council of Government's proposal would extend it an extra 10 years until 2056. $6.8 billion are on the line and had been meticulously divided up between jurisdictions and various transportation projects. But just as the first plan was introduced, Mayor Jerry Dyer proposed an alternative.
We have put together a program that allows for more flexibility in addressing those individual needs within our jurisdictions.
Dyer saying the city of Fresno's alternative plan would give each jurisdiction more money and more control. While addressing needs like public transit, he says the original plan doesn't do enough for. However, other leaders say they're caught off guard by the proposal, and people speaking at public comment just want the council to hold off entirely.
Am I in favor of Measure C? Of course I'm in favor of Measure C, because the cities cannot do without that funding. But like everybody else saying, maybe we need to be patient.
Now, even if they do end up voting on either of these proposals tonight, that is not the final measure to get Measure C on the ballot. It still needs to be approved by the Fresno County Transportation Authority. We will bring you updates once they do finally vote. Live in the studio, Catherine Phillips, KC24, local news that matters.